What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to this episode of In the Kitchen with the Intern. That's right, you guessed it, the Intern. And today we are going to be making some quick homemade chili. Should take about, probably about 30 minutes to complete. But these are the ingredients that we're going to be using. Fresh corn, some garlic cloves. We're going to be using some ready-made chili powder. I normally like to put all the chili powder together myself, but I don't have all the ingredients, so I'm going to do it kind of quick today. We're going to have some cornbread on the side. As you can tell, we got some a can of diced tomatoes, a can of black beans, and a can of kidney beans. Of course, you can go with any type of beans that you want, but those are the type of beans that we're going to go with today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put all the ingredients together. Dice up the onions and everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you once I do that. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, now that we got all the onions and garlic chopped up, now we got a preheated pan over here, or a pot, and what we're going to do is we're going to put some olive oil so we can go ahead and throw the onions, and so we can go ahead and throw the garlic in there as well, so we can go ahead and saute those, get those a little browned up, get the aroma going, and then we're going to go ahead and throw some ground turkey in there, and then get that going as well. Alright, let's go ahead and throw some olive oil in there. The pan should already be pretty warm. Don't put that much in there, you just want it so you can saute the onions and so you can saute the garlic. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch it around in there just a little bit. Get that nice and coated. And we're going to go ahead and throw the onions in there. Yeah. Boom, get that nice and browned up. Brown them up, and then within like 2 minutes you should smell the aroma of the garlic and the onions. Awesome. So what we're gonna do now is just we're gonna wait for that to get nice and brown. Starting to smell already. And then once that gets brown, we're gonna go ahead and throw the ground turkey in there. Now this type of chili that I'm making it with ground turkey. You can make it with either just the beans and all the ingredients that I showed you at the beginning of the video, or you can use ground turkey, or you can use ground beef, whatever your preference is. Like I said, today we will be using the ground turkey, and yeah, it's going to come out pretty good. Alright, now that we got the onions and garlic all browned up, we're going to go ahead and throw the ground turkey in there. Alright, once you get that in there, all you want to do is just break it up. Get it nice and broken down. And then what we're going to do is once you get it nice and broken down, you want to go ahead and put a little lid on there. And then just go ahead and let it cook for about, I want to say maybe anywhere from 7 to 9 minutes. Or when the meat is, nice and brown and cooked through. And then after we do that, then we'll go ahead and throw the rest of the ingredients. But for now, we'll just go ahead and leave this right here and let it do its thing. And then we'll come back once it's nice and cooked through. And then we'll go ahead and continue after that. Stay tuned. At this point, I like to put a little bit of salt and pepper. I use sea salt. You can pretty much season it to your liking, however you prefer. If you like it real salty, then you can go ahead and put a lot of salt on it. But I don't recommend that. Salt's not good for you. But yeah, like I said, just go ahead and do it to your liking. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll put a couple pinches in there You know, I'll go ahead and do that, not too much, and just go ahead and put a little bit more. And that should be good for right now. And then I'll do the taste test a little bit later. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and put some pepper in there. Same thing with the pepper, you put it to your liking, however much pepper you like in your food, that's the amount that you're going to go ahead and put in there. So I'm going to put that in there. After you do that, you go ahead and throw a lid on there. Let that thing simmer. Let the salt and the pepper get infused with the meat and the onions and the garlic. And let me tell you, if phones had some type of smell device on there to where they can transfer smell to another device, let me tell you, it smells amazing already. Okay, at this point the meat is nice and brown, and now we can add the other ingredients. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and add the diced tomatoes. Just go ahead and put it in there. Make sure you get all those tomatoes in there. Tomatoes are good for you. Normally I would use fresh tomatoes. Just didn't have any time today. So if you don't have any time and you're kind of looking for something quick, just go ahead and pick up some diced tomatoes. I recommend some the Hunt's diced tomatoes. Now mind you, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm not obligated to say it, but I've been using this type of diced tomatoes for a while, and they're pretty good, I'm gonna say. So yeah, check that out if you ever see it in the store. Pick it up, try it yourself. Alright, so now that we got tomatoes in there, we're going to go ahead and put some the black beans in there. Now, it's your choice if you want to leave the juice in the beans or if you want to take it out. For this particular can, I'm going to go ahead and leave the juice in there. And just go ahead and throw the juice in there. Let's go ahead and throw the beans in there. Now, be careful when you're dealing with tin cans because you can cut yourself. It is pretty sharp, so just be very careful, okay? Now we got the kidney beans that we're going to throw in there. Just go ahead and throw those bad boys in there. Like I said, you can go ahead and put any type of beans that you want in there, whatever your preference is. I personally like kidney beans and black beans. So yeah, that's what we're going to go ahead and use this time. So once you get that in there, just go ahead and make sure you give that a nice little stir. Make sure all the ingredients get mixed in there. And then once you get the ingredients nice and mixed together, go ahead and put the lid on it, and just let it simmer on. Just go to medium low, not full low, but just medium low. Let that simmer for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll go ahead and put the chili seasoning in there. And matter of fact, oh yeah, we forgot one ingredient. Let's go ahead and throw the corn in there as well. The corn that you've seen earlier on. Yep. Went ahead and got it from a farmer's market. Got a couple of ears of corn. So what I did is I just went and I took the husk off of the corn, cleaned it up, took all the stringy fibers that was on there, give it a nice little wash. And then I put it on a cutting board, split the corn in half. Now I would recommend using your hands if you want to split your corn in half, because using a knife it's a little difficult, believe it or not, and I have a sharp knife. So yeah, so go ahead and split the corn in half in 2 sections, and so it makes it easier when you want to go ahead and shave off the corn kernels for your chili recipe. So once you do that, yeah, you're ready to go. So yeah, now we got all the ingredients in there. Like I said, we're just gonna go ahead and let that simmer for a few minutes, and then we'll come back, go ahead and throw the chili seasoning in there, and then just let it do its thing after that. All right. All right. Now that we've been letting it simmer for a few minutes, we can go ahead and add the chili powder. As you can tell, it's at a nice simmer. So we're gonna go ahead and add the chili powder in there. I usually just add the whole bag. Add the whole thing in there, and then once you get that in there, Just go ahead and give it a nice little stir to get all the seasoning mixed in with the rest of the chili. And once you got it mixed in there, then go ahead and put the lid on there. Now, depending on how you like your chili, you can go ahead and use some tomato paste to get it nice and thick, or if you like it a little watery, then you can go ahead and leave it as is. Alright, so once we got that nice and mixed in there, just go ahead and put the lid back on there. Put the lid back on there and go ahead and put it on the low setting. I like to let it cook for about 2 hours, but cook till when it's done to your preference. Alrighty, so when it's all said and done, boom, there you go. You got your finished product. It's a nice homemade chili. I didn't show you guys how to make the cornbread because it's pretty easy. And there's a cornbread on the left. So if you liked the video and you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave your comments on the bottom. I'll go ahead and leave the ingredients in the description box down below, letting you know how I made this and what ingredients I used and how much I used. So until next time, peace. See you guys later and enjoy your meal.